Welcome to the Enlightenism Hour. I'm Brother Malcolm, the Enlightenism author and philosopher, sharing insights with you on the powers of the mind, the power within you, the God consciousness in you, to change how you think and live, to make your life better. I'm holding up the book Enlightenism for a reason. It talks about the power that I'm sharing with you today on the podcast, so you can get the book yourself today and read it for yourself and check out what Enlightenism means to you. Enlightenism is a new way to think and live. New emphasis on new. What is new? That means it's not like it was before. That means it's not a replica of the past. It means it's a new foundation. You're not building something in the mind based upon what happened in the past. You're building it from the new knowledge that you're getting about yourself, and you're building a new awareness of being about you. Your new awareness of being by itself, in and of itself, is not going to change the outside world. It's not going to change what people think about you, but it'll change what you think about yourself. Enlightenment is about changing what you think about yourself and the power you have within you to change how you think and live. That's what Enlightenism is about. Enlightenism is about changing how you think and live, creating a new way to think and live, to make your life better than it is now. And better comes from the self-knowledge in you that defines the better you, the person that is greater than the one that you're currently aware of. That means you need a different source of information. The different source of information is the acknowledgement, the first acknowledgement, to acknowledge that there's a power in you that's greater than the one you're using to define yourself today by race and color and gender and all these other things. There is a power in you to define yourself differently, and the power in you, I call it God consciousness. It's the unconditioned consciousness within you. It's limitless power. Limitless possibilities. Things that you couldn't even think about yourself. You couldn't even imagine it in the illusion, because the illusions have distorted who you are, so it's limited your imagination to imagine something greater. So you become like the philosophers. Anselm and some of the others, Descartes and all of those philosophers who are stuck into a limited imagination and believe that because they were barely flawed as humans and that they were living in pain and suffering and struggling, that surely they did not create themselves to live this way. So they figured that since they were flawed, they would have created a better way for them to live. And so they have limitless power to change how they think and live. So they imagine that there must be a power greater than I am. And that power they call God. That's what they talked about. But what they didn't recognize at the time, and what we can recognize today, is that we created ourselves with our beliefs. So whatever pain we're feeling today is coming from our awareness of being the person that's creating the pain and what we think of ourselves. If you think very little of yourself and you have a powerless mindset, then the only thing that can come out of you is powerlessness. Power cannot come out of a powerless mindset. Power must come from a free, toxic-free, illusory-free mind. And that's what I am talking about with Enlightenism and self-knowledge, which is what you learn on the inward journey, the journey in the mind. Spending some time focusing on yourself, not other people, focusing on you. Because I can tell you this, when we go through life basically by yourself with your own thoughts. You go to bed one night, wake up, it's still you. And you can go to bed in New York or San Francisco, LA, or anywhere in the United States, and you'll be that same person that you are aware of being. Because you cannot go anywhere without being aware of who you are. It's not you. Wherever you go, you're aware. And if you give great power to a building, then you get in the building, then you follow the protocol of the building. So you will feel better going into some affluent hotel, luxurious hotel in some city, than walking into a dump somewhere. Then your attitude changes. Your attitude changes about what you think about where you're living. And you're living in the mind. And the mind is telling you what other people have told you to think about yourself. So it's very easy to write graffiti, for example, on a wall where you live. But you think differently about writing it in the hall of the St. Francis Hotel in San Francisco. Mark Hopkins or something. The mind says, I shouldn't do this because I'll get in trouble. People tell you, you shouldn't think that you're powerful because you don't have anything. Then you begin to believe that you're not powerful because of the lack in your life, that you don't have anything of value in your life. So then you act that way. You act like you have no power. You want to hold on and try to find something in the past that you can connect yourself to, that somebody looked like you in the past had something. And now you want to vicariously live through that person. And you cannot do that. The past is dead. And you weren't in it. It's what you do in the present, because the consciousness in you does not live in the past. What lives in the past are the illusions of the past. What lives in the present moment, is the great power within you. And the great power within you, teach you the self-knowledge of how to think of yourself as whole, perfect, and complete, with limitless power. That's what you learn on the inward journey in the consciousness. No one can refute the information. You don't have to argue with people about it because you know it for yourself. Your knowledge doesn't come from Harvard, Berkeley, and Stanford. It comes from within you. But if someone is telling you it has no value, then you don't think it's worth anything. You think it's more valuable information from Harvard, Yale, Stanford, Cal Berkeley. And then you devalue yourself. And then you devalue the power within you. I should say, you can't devalue the power, but you separate yourself from the power, because you're saying that what's in you is less than what's in the universities. And I'm saying to you today, what's in you is greater than all the knowledge in the United States of America and around the world. What's in you is the God consciousness, and where you can learn the self-knowledge about the great power within you from the God consciousness in you. Check out Enlightenism. Stop back by again. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate all of you. Love all of you for stopping by to check on Enlightenism. I'm Brother Malcolm. Have a great day, folks.